Welcome back to our channel. We are James and Kelly, and this is the van that we are converting to travel to South America in.
Today we are putting up our DIY custom roof rack on top of our van. We decided to go with a DIY roof rack because while we were looking at roof racks to buy for our Ram ProMaster, they were upwards of $2,000 or more, and we thought that that was just too expensive for us. So after tons of research and planning, we decided to build our own roof rack. In our planning, we narrowed it down to two different materials that we were going to use. It was either going to be Unistrut, which is made out of galvanized steel, or aluminum T-bars. We decided to go with aluminum T-bars because they were going to be lighter, and we also thought that they were going to be more durable and withstand a lot more weather conditions. To build your own roof rack for a Ram ProMaster, the first thing you're going to need is a bracket that will allow you to connect something to the roof of a Ram ProMaster. Luckily, these vans already come with connection points that you're able to clamp a bracket onto. Depending on your roof mounting brackets, you'll either be able to attach your aluminum bars directly to them or have to add an additional piece to attach your aluminum bars. For us, we had to create an additional L bracket to attach to our roof mounting brackets and to our aluminum T-slots. For our roof rack, we bought six 6-foot T-slot aluminum bars. We did go through and paint them black because we liked that color, and also the two in the middle we had to cut to size. To connect all of these big pieces, you're going to need a variety of hardware.
I have laid out everything that I think that we need for our roof rack to go up, and there are so many little pieces. So first we have our 8 brackets, and then we have our 8 L brackets that will go on top of the mounting brackets. This helps expand our roof rack out further so we get as much width as possible. Then we have our 2 joining plates to connect our 2 longer bars. We have these small L brackets to connect our cross beams on the outside. Then we have T brackets to connect the long bars and the cross beams on top. We have our outside caps, and then a lot of T-nuts so we can slide all of our stuff into the 80/20 bar to make it easier to assemble.
Before putting everything together, you have to test fit it multiple times to make sure that everything is going to fit and it's all in the correct positions. We also had to test fit to make sure our 3 gigantic solar panels will be able to fit in between the 2 inner rails without interfering with our MaxxAir fans. Once you have tested everything and you know it's going to work perfectly, it's time to finally put it all together. When working with aluminum T-bars, make sure you pre-slot all of your T-nuts to where they need to go, because you won't be able to add more T-nuts after you've already tightened them down. We first started with connecting our 2 outer rails to the L brackets. We connected them a bit loosely because we wanted to secure them together using the joining plate before fully tightening them to the L brackets. We would definitely recommend that when you put your roof rack together, you attach everything a little bit loosely. Not too loose that they could fall apart, but loose enough that if you need to make adjustments, you can. Once everything is set in place, then you can go back through and tighten everything down. After the side rails are installed, it's time to put in your middle rails. We installed these using an L bracket on the side and a T-bar on top. We made sure to make sure all of the bolts were fit loosely. That way, when we installed our solar panels, we would be able to move them front and back to fit in our solar panels. Before you install your solar panels, make sure to drill a hole in your roof and install some type of cable pass-through for your solar panel cables to go through. The scan strut we purchased has a marine grade plastic case and an inner rubber piece. You can drill holes through the inner rubber piece so you can push your wires through, and everything stays watertight. We decided to go with our scan strut because if we ever wanted to add wires at a later date, we would be able to just drill holes through the rubber piece and add another wire. Now it's time to install your solar panel. On the ground, we first connected all of our solar panel wiring together because we knew that once it was on top of the van, we would not be able to access any of the wiring.
Since we have 2 cords that will be going through our van, a positive and a negative, I went ahead and put tape around our positive cord. That way we know which one is positive and negative once we get it all through the hole in our van. Now that we have all of our fuses attached to our tri-adapter, I'll now connect all of our positives into this one. And remember, we are doing it in
Parallel.
You might have to do it in series. It all depends on what you buy. So don't take that you have to do parallel or series based upon a YouTube video. It all depends on your supplies, just so you know.
All the positive wires will go into that one from the solar panels, and then all of the negative ones will just directly connect to the tri-connector. It's easy to know which one's positive and negative because they label them for you. Yeah, everybody's nice. And also, it'll have a specific connector, so you can only connect it into one type anyways.
Male and female. Oh boy. To make sure all of the solar panels would stay together, we connected them with aluminum square sheets, as well as pre-installing all of their side brackets that would attach them to the aluminum T-slots. Because we had to put holes into our solar panels, we would highly recommend getting a metal hole puncher instead of using a drill. A drill has a much higher chance of you going through the metal and destroying the solar panel on the other side. But if you just use a hole punch, you can just put it inside, punch it, and you have a nice hole to use. To actually get the solar panels up on the roof, we first supported them using 2x4s, and also we had 4 people in total. All 3 solar panels connected together made it quite heavy, so we needed the extra manpower to help us get it onto the roof. With the help of my dad and Kelly's dad, we have gotten our solar panels on top of our roof rack. They're now fitting each bolt into where they need to go. And then we're gonna tighten everything up, and we're gonna have solar on our van. We have solar panels and a roof rack officially on our van. It took us much longer than we wanted to, getting all of the hardware and stuff that we needed for a DIY roof rack. But we have finally gotten these 3 gigantic solar panels on top of our roof with their cords going into our roof. So we are set to have solar in our van. This was such a big accomplishment. I think this and our windows have been our 2 biggest accomplishments that we have made so far on our van build. We are now one more step closer to finishing our van build and being fully able to live in this and go to South America. Yes. Yay. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe to our channel to check out all of our van life coming up. All right, see you in the next one. See ya. Also, if you think that we should install a roof deck right here on either side, please leave it in the comments below so we can convince this guy right here to get me a roof deck, because this is the perfect spot for both of us to sit down. We even got room in the back. We could put our drinks, maybe some snacks, and we can watch a sunset, a sunrise, just look at the beach. All right. Leave me a comment so we can get a roof deck.